Hello friends and those new to the channel. What I have for you today is another video in the Coronapocalypse video series in which I review gear laying around my apartment because during these times of quarantine I'm looking for something to do around my apartment. What I have for you today is the OSPREY VOLT 60 multi-day hiking backpack. And I just want to go over some of the main features of this and what it's like to use this backpack, as I've had it for a couple years now, and I just wanted to offer my user experiences with this pack. And the thing about this pack, I kind of consider it sort of an Osprey's greatest hits backpack because it contains a lot of tried and true Osprey features that may not be the most up-to-date features, but they are features that work well in a backpack. And I think it combines well to make a sort of greatest hits backpack. In this model here, I need to be upfront with you. It is not the newest model of the OSPREY VOLT. It is the first generation OSPREY VOLT. But the differences between the two are pretty minimal. And my experiences from this model still apply to the newest model of the Volt. The differences are pretty simple. It's basically the new model has a different front panel design where instead of mesh it uses a solid fabric. The daisy chains are a little bit thinner. These cinch cords here, they're included on the new model. I added this. I bought this aftermarket. Maybe some cosmetic changes. And the new model also has the included rain cover. But if you poked around the internet a little bit and watched enough of these backpack videos, you'll know that using something like the trash compactor bag on the inside or waterproof stuff sacks is often the preferred method to keep your gear dry during wet conditions, because those methods are just a little bit more convenient and if not secure than having to take the rain cover out and put it on when you're hiking. So this OSPREY VOLT is pretty much the same as the new model with just a few differences, and I think my user experiences are still relevant for any generation of the OSPREY VOLT that you may be considering or have bought. So first I just want to dive into some of these greatest hits features, not go through them in so much detail because you can find information on Osprey's website or general reviews about these features, but I just wanted to go over what makes this sort of greatest hits. And as you can see on the outside, you've got a bunch of opportunities to attach features and cinch things down. You know, you've got your front stuff pocket, you've got your daisy chains, and you can hang tools off there, secure tools. I decided to add this this cross section of elastic cord here so I could add even more bulky gear to the outside. You've got all kinds of straps to attach and cinch things down. You've got these straps down here that you can attach a sleeping pad or whatever else. On the side, you've got compression straps. You've got these side pockets you can enter from the top or from the side, so you can easily access your water bottle when you're hiking. You've got your sleeping bag compartment down here with a divider, so if you want to utilize that. Divider also works as a shelf. Your top lid, this top lid here is removable and also has additional loops up here as you can attach more gear up there. I think that covers most of these obvious features here. And when securing tools, you know, you've got your tool loops here. If you don't have one of these, you can still secure tools utilizing the top lid strap, or you can utilize these side compression straps. And I've used that to secure my trekking poles or tent poles, and it works just fine. So moving around to the back, you've got your frame and support system, and this is the Osprey AirScape back panel. This is pretty standard feature. It's been around for a while, and it still works. And if you're like me, who gets, you know, your back is going to get hot and sweaty, those suspended mesh back panels, they're fancy, they're nice, but they don't really help me that much to prevent back sweat. So I don't really feel like I need that sort of technology. So this AirScape back panel, it's firm but still comfortable, and there's some ventilation So it works for me, you know. And then you've got all your various chest straps, load lifter straps, and all that. In the frame, you know, it's a standard frame with Osprey. The peripheral steel frame here with a flexible plastic sheet, and the sheet in this is pretty flexible. It conforms to my back well, and as mentioned before, it hauls loads quite well. Now, the unique features of the Volt, one of its advertising marketing gimmicks, I shouldn't say gimmicks, I'll just say one of the unique features of the Volt that really differentiates it from other packs is the adjustment system. And you've got this shoulder harness here, and you can take it out, unvelcro this, adjust it in this pocket, but it can also go down here in this pocket if you have a shorter torso. So you can take this harness out, put it there, and then there are some straps or some clips up here where you can put the load lifter straps for that lower torso region. And then also you've got these adjustable hip belt, the adjustable hip belt, and you can bring this out if you have a larger waist than me. I've got a pretty skinny waist. I do a lot of running. So, you know, this whole thing here can unvelcro and extend if you wanted to. And then you also have your hip belt pockets, which are nice and sizable down here. So that's just a general overview of this support system and frame. And the adjustability is great. It's allowed to fit me. I'm 6 feet tall, about 175 pounds, 32-inch waist. I think my torso is 19 inches, 1920. So it's worked well for me. The one thing about this sizing is that it's gonna feel, I found the back panel is a little bit less wide than a dedicated, than a pack with multiple sizes. But that's okay. It fits me well. I'm pretty thin, so it works well for me. And just a couple quick things about the interior features on this pack. I already mentioned the sleeping bag compartment, but there's also, you know, you got this top lid, bottom pocket here, and then you've got this strap here, which allows you to secure an interior load, and also this helps bring that load closer to your back, to keep that weight close to your back. And then there is a large water bladder pocket, which it's basically the width of the whole pack. So sometimes these water bladder pockets can be kind of thin. They're not very wide, and it can be difficult to get your water bladder in there. That's not an issue with this pack. You can fit a pretty significant water bladder in it. I fit up to a 4-liter water bladder, and I could probably fit a larger one if I wanted to. But and those features on the inside, if you wanted to save weight, you could probably cut them out. If you just wanted to hang your water bladder and not use that pocket, you could cut that pocket out. You could cut out this top strap. You could cut out this sleeping bag compartment. So that's just a quick rundown of what's on the inside of the pack. Before I do a demonstration of the hauling capacity, one thing I wanted to discuss real quick was just the weight savings possibilities of this pack. And it does have some detachable features which allow you to save a few ounces. You know, this top lid can be detached if you don't need the capacity, or if you just want to save weight. These straps down here can be removed, and I weighed them. I think they weigh like 1.2 ounces combined. So you take that off, and I think you can lose at least a quarter pound of weight with those two detachable features. And then there's a number of features which, if you really wanted to push the envelope with weight savings, you could cut some things off this pack. And I'm talking about maybe these loops here, like daisy chains. If you're not going to ever use these things, you could cut these buckles off. On the inside, there's sort of a strap on the top on the inside which secures. You can probably cut out this sleeping bag divider there, lower compartment divider. You could cut that out. So there's a number of loops and buckles and stuff that if you really wanted to save weight, you could save a few more ounces. And I'd say you could probably get this thing down to 3.5 pounds or lower if you want to do that, but that's up to you. I'm going to keep all those various loops and buckles and all that because I'd like to maintain potential resale value on this backpack if I ever decide to sell it and go with something different. So the next portion of the video, what I'm going to do here is go into load this thing up with some sandbags and tell you how it feels to carry this baby. Alright, I've got this thing loaded up with 40 pounds worth of sandbags, probably an extra 5 pounds of clothing, and then the pack weight itself, which is 4 pounds, so there's probably almost 50 pounds of weight in here, which is pretty much its hauling capacity. And as I'm carrying this, how does it carry? It carries pretty good. I think I'm happy with how it carries this kind of weight. I'm feeling quite a bit of weight transferred to my hips here. That's what a pack should do. Load lifter straps are keeping it forward. Let's see, I stand up straight here. I'm probably out of frame, but I'm just going to stand up straight. See how it feels. Yeah, it feels like it can handle it. And I'm happy with that, with the pack's ability to handle that kind of weight. I'm not sure how many miles I'd want to hike with this kind of weight in a day, but maybe 10 at most. But if I'm taking this weight, which would probably be more than I'd ever carry, I'd be happy with how this pack is carrying. And what I like about this pack is that it's a lightish weight, about 4 pounds. And it may not be the lightest. It's not an ultralight territory. I understand that. But what it does is it allows me to get a decent weight hauling capability at a somewhat lower weight and at a lower price point. And I don't have to spend a lot, and I don't have to carry a couple extra pounds in a fancy frame system to meet that goal of hauling a certain amount of weight. So that's how this thing carries with 45 pounds worth of stuff in it. Not too bad. I've had worse. Definitely had worse. Alright, I just wanted to quickly cover a few minor gripes that I have about the pack, because it's not all sunshine and roses. There is no such thing as a perfect product. And these are probably OCD level gripes, because I'm a person that makes videos about backpacks. And you bet I'm going to be OCD about my backpacks. So the first thing that comes to mind is these side water bottle pockets. They might have a tendency to allow the water bottle to poke you in the side. With these regular size Nalgene's, it's fine. It doesn't really bother me. But if you have like a longer, taller, smart water bottle, that might be poking you in the side a little bit. But I'm okay with these regular size Nalgene bottles. The other quick thing that comes to mind is this top lid zipper is a bit narrow. So you might have to search a little bit around things to find what you're looking for. It's not that big of an issue. It's not like it's impossible to find stuff and you're rooting around in there for 5 minutes. That's not the case. The other thing I've seen about this pack that other people have griped about is that the profile is a bit narrow in terms of depth. It's kind of tall and narrow, but I kind of don't mind that because it allows you to easily stack the weight vertically without the pack, getting all, a little fat on this end, and it just keeps that weight distributed in a vertical manner so that it isn't like pulling back on you. If you've ever had that phenomenon with packs. So I don't really consider the narrow profile to be an issue. I could maybe get into some other gripes, but the thing is, this pack is it's a $200 pack, and in that price range, there's going to be things about it that may not be of the highest quality. But in my opinion, for $200, I think you're getting a great deal. So I'm not going to get into those particular issues. All right, folks, I'm going to wrap this video up for you and tell you what I think of it, what the experience has been like, if I recommend it. And as for satisfying my goal of having a lightish pack with just enough features and can haul loads well, it's done the job for me in that respect. I'm happy with the features. It might have maybe a couple more than I really need, but its ability to haul loads is something I really like, because sometimes these packs try to meet a weight goal, and when they try to meet a weight goal, they just aren't very comfortable. Do I recommend this thing? Yeah, I mean, if it's down the alley of what you're looking for, if the price is right, if you want something that's adjustable, can haul up to 50 pounds, yeah, I mean, it's a decent pack, and I really like what Osprey put together here. Just a lot of their greatest hits, and it does the job. It does the job you need it to do, and doesn't go overboard with a fancy suspension system or anything like that. It just has everything you need and not much more, and that's what I was looking for in this pack. So, thanks, friends, for watching this Coronapocalypse video. Maybe I'll have some more while I'm in quarantine mode. Have a great day. Stay safe.